I think at the same time, without discrediting that, without taking away from the pain people are feeling, there's an opportunity right now to take advantage of things that we maybe were pushing off.
This show is all about empowerment, and this show is all about choice in wealth creation. And this show is all about shifting into a new paradigm of wealth creation, which I know that you're so familiar with. But I do just want to acknowledge it. And I want to acknowledge that there's a lot of people out there that are really caught up and trapped in fear and lack and scarcity mentality. And I'm just wondering, is there anything that you want to add to that, or that you have to say about that?
Yeah. Well, first, absolutely, because it is super scary for people. I mean, most people don't have the luxury of doing what we do, first of all. And that would, as soon as this happened, I started to realize just how privileged a position we are in to, for the most part, be totally responsible for our own incomes and have our incomes directly correlate to the energy we put out there. Most people don't get to do that. Most people are still trading their time for money. And as businesses get frantic, as businesses have to shut down, employees have to go, or employees have to get their pay cut. So, and I grew up in that. So luckily I've only been in this for a few years. So I still have that big tie back to, I remember what it was like, watching a parent get laid off when I was younger. I remember what it was like not sometimes knowing where the next meal came from. And I see it's widespread now. So you get to feel the impacts on a much bigger level. I think at the same time, without discrediting that, without taking away from the pain people are feeling, there's an opportunity right now to take advantage of things that we maybe were pushing off, or that time that, everybody tells themselves, if I just had enough time, I would accomplish X. Now's your time to do X, despite all the pain, despite, the financial hardship, despite everything else. What that X is we now have an opportunity to do that and take advantage of that, whether it's spending more time with your children or learning to master a new skill or a new hobby.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I feel like time is our most precious resource. And as a global society, we had really gotten to a point where time was always overextended. Yep. That we didn't feel like we had time. Even me in my business, it was a constant shuffle of other resources to make more time for myself. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things I love that you brought that up, because I really feel like we do have an amazing opportunity right now to begin to really value time as the precious resource that it is. Yeah. And, it's like, now we have all this time on our hands, and what are we doing with it? And so for me, it's like, it's funny because the last 3 months, I feel like I was in this little bit of this funk, and I actually wasn't working that much. For me, I wasn't working that much, and I don't know what I was doing. I was sort of wasting my days. And as soon as the lockdown really hit globally, it was like, all of a sudden I woke up to how precious the resource of time is. And now it's like a fire's been lit under my ass, and I can't stop. I can't stop spending time with my family. I can't stop working. I can't stop. I'm like, every moment of every day is so precious to me.